Hello, my dear friends, how are you? Relationships, and relationships. Each one of us want to have good relationships because without having the good relationship, our life is totally incomplete and totally are up to great extent unenjoyable. So that is the reason that we each one of us is striving and struggling for that. My dear friends and fellows, although some of the relationships become quite bitter, unenjoyable, rather painful, but despite all that, we don't want to live our life without a good relationship. Always seeking a good relationship because these are very important indeed. So, the people who do have the good relationships, sometimes these relationships are spoiled unintentionally. It's not like we were willing to, we were willing to get rid of, but it does happen unintentionally. Later on, we keep regretting, we keep repenting. Why did this happen? It should not have happened. But the time is gone, the opportunity is gone. So, my dear friends and fellows, what to keep in mind if we want our good relationship to continue, not to get spoiled. So that is the topic of our today's discussion. So let's begin and let's talk about the things we unintentionally do which result in the spoilage of our relationship. There are seven such things which become the cause of the loss of a very good relationship and which later on becomes quite a lot of regret for us. So first of all, it is out of those seven, it is the miscommunication, my dear friends and fellows, and miscommunication, misunderstandings, and misunderstanding, unclarified assumptions, or unexpressed feelings. Now look, misunderstandings, unclarified assumptions, or unexpressed feelings can lead to the conflict. So that is the one out of seven reason why we lose a relationship unintentionally. Now the second is unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations. And it is having unrealistic expectations. It is having unrealistic expectations and from the other person, it can also lead to the disappointment and the frustration as well. Unrealistic expectation, second out of seven. Now the third is lack of emotional intelligence. Lack of emotional intelligence is also a reason, my dear friends and fellows. It is the not being aware of, not being aware of are unable to manage one's emotions can lead to the hurtful behavior, like if at all somebody is angry and later on the anger is gone but the hurt it has caused it remains and it spoils our relationship. So, my dear friends and fellows, sometimes we are not even aware of, we are not even very conscious of our emotions, and we are unable to regulate it. Why? Because it is a lack of emotional intelligence. Now, the fourth major reason why we lose our good relationship unintentionally, it is the different values and different priorities. Having, if at all, because that is a very strong foundation, one of the very important factors of staying together. So, my dear friends and fellows, when values and priorities clash, when values and the priorities clash, it creates tension and it creates conflict as well, my dear friends and fellows. Different values and different priorities. When values and priorities clash, it creates tension and it creates conflict as well. So my dear friends and fellows, always look for your relationship with a person who is having similar values, similar priorities in the life as well. Otherwise, there will be a conflict. Otherwise, there will be a tug of war, and which is going to result in the loss of that relationship. And now, my dear friends and fellows, fifth such item. It is external factors. External factor. What are these, by the way? External factors like work stress. You are not bad with that particular person. Neither that particular person is bad with you as well. But it is only the work related stress and it is the family issues as well. Now these are not directly related, but it does affect very negatively our good relationship as well. And not only this, the health problem could also be a major reason. The health problem could also be a major reason which can negatively affect our relationships, my dear friends and fellows. These are external factors. And now there is a sixth major reason for the loss of a good relationship unintentionally. It is the complacency. Complacency. What is this, by the way? Taking the relationship for granted. Taking the relationship for granted and becoming too comfortable can lead to neglect and disconnection as well. Like if at all somebody, make an assumption that this relationship is forever, no matter what happens, and you are unable to take care of the feelings of that particular person. What does happen that the relationship does not continue at all. So it gets, because your partner, your friend, your relationship, that they will become very frustrated and angry. So my dear friends and fellows, complacency is also one of the seven reasons and why our relationship is lost unintentionally. Seventh and the last reason why we lose a relationship unintentionally, it is the unforgiveness. Unforgiveness. And holding on to grudges are the past hurts as well. Holding on to grudges and the past hurts can create resentment and can damage the relationship as well. Holding on to grudges and the past hurts can create resentment and can damage the relationship as well. So that is the seventh and the last major reason why we lose a relationship unintentionally and later on we keep repenting, keep regretting. Now moving to the next and the last segment, it is the how to ensure a relationship lasts longer or lost forever. How to ensure? There are 10 ways to ensure that the relationship is going to last longer or it is going to last forever. So the number one is practice effective communication. Practice effective communication. And how can we do that? Communicate openly, communicate honestly, and communicate respectfully. Communication, three things to be taken care of while communicating with other person. And the one is be honest, be open, and be respectful as well. Be honest, be open, be respectful in your communication with your relationship. Now, the second is set realistic expectations. Do not set unrealistic expectations at all, my dear friends and fellows. And it is understand that no one is perfect. Understanding that no one is perfect and how and have always have realistic expectations, my dear friends and fellows. It is understand that no one is perfect and always have a realistic expectation, not an unrealistic one at all. Now the third major way to establish a relationship for a longer period of time, it is cultivate emotional intelligence and develop self-awareness, developing of self-awareness and developing of empathy as well and affective effective conflict resolution skill at the same time. So it is cultivate emotional intelligence by developing self-awareness, by developing empathy, and by developing effective conflict resolution skills as well. So that is the that is the now the fourth is share values and share your priorities as well. So align your values and align your priorities to create a strong foundation as well. Aligning your values, aligning your priorities to create a strong foundation for that as well. So it is the fourth way, my dear friends and fellows. The fifth way to establish a very strong bond, it is the show appreciation and show gratitude as well. How can it be done? Regularly express your gratitude and regularly express your. So it is regularly express your gratitude and the appreciation for the other person. So that is the fifth way to stay connected in a pleasant manner for a longer period of time. Now, the sixth item is make time for each other. Make time for each other. It is, make time for each other. That is, prioritize quality time, not just the time, not the time when you are tired. Prioritize quality time together and schedule regular meetups. And now the seventh way to do that, it is practice forgiveness. And practice forgiveness and understanding. It is let go of grudges. Let go of grudges and work together. Work toward understanding and work toward the forgiveness. It is practice forgiveness. Eighth way to do that, it is support each other's growth. Supporting each other's growth. Encourage and support each other's personal growth and personal development as well. It is support each other's growth. Encourage and support each other's personal growth and personal development as well. Now the ninth way to do that, it is celebrate milestones and special occasions as well. Celebrating milestones and special occasions, it is celebrate special occasions and milestones to strengthen the bond as well. Now the tenth and the last way, so that is, seek help when needed. Seeking help when needed. Don't hesitate to seek help. Don't hesitate to seek therapy or the counseling when faced with the challenges. When the relationship is facing a challenges, then seek the help, seek therapy, seek counseling. And it is, now the bottom line is, remember, relationships are a two-way street, and both parties must be willing to work together, to work together, to work together, communicate effectively, and make compromises as well to ensure a lasting and fulfilling relationship. Now, one such item that is, compromises. Compromise is needed and needed a lot without such a good compromises. I think it cannot be done at all. Nobody can totally change oneself, and nobody can be totally again. I mean, in favor of you. So for that all reason, always be willing to make the compromises. These are the seven ways to protect our not to let our relationship get spoiled unintentionally, and then the 10 ways to carry it on for a longer period of time in quite a pleasant manner. This is all from me today. Thank you very much.